So Kamala Harris now supporting Texas Senate candidate James Talarico after her Jasmine Crockett endorsement didn't work out too well. As critics are warning Texans, this is the guy you voted for.
Our southern border should be like our front porch. There should be a giant welcome mat out front.
There are many more than two biological sexes. In fact, there are 6.
God is both masculine and feminine and everything in between. God is non-binary.
Oh, really? And while Time magazine warned his win could put Texas in play in November, a USA Today op-ed argues Democrats are sticking with the same old losing playbook. Joining us now, Fox News contributor Kaylee McGhee White and former Biden White House advisor Yemisi Egbewole. Ladies, thanks so much for joining Fox and Friends this morning.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
All right, Yemisi, I'll start with you because this is the Democrats' primary, and Talerico did win, but he doesn't seem Texas tough. What do you think?
I think he talks a lot about economic justice, and he wraps it in a lot of progressive biblical language. And he might run into an issue. Look, Latino and Black voters don't run on progressive evangelicalism. They do tend to remain mostly in the center and moderate. Look, beating Jasmine Crockett was, to me, almost unexpected. She had a lot of inflammatory language, especially about Latinos in Texas, and we know that that's a large population there. And she also put off a lot of suburban white voters. So Talerico might feel more comfortable, but I do think a lot of his past statements he's going to have some explanations for, especially God is binary.
I mean, that's a huge one. Kaylee?
Yeah, I think Democrats keep falling into this trap of picking candidates who they think will appeal to the average voter, when in reality, they just appeal to the educated progressive Democrats who are attracted to them in the first place. I think Talerico is cut from the same cloth as Tim Walz. Democrats tried to push Tim Walz onto voters as just your average, normal Midwestern guy, and voters saw right through that because they saw the policies for what they were. It doesn't matter what Talerico or Walz or whoever it is tries to cloak them in.
Yeah, Texas is not Minnesota, so that's just not going to work out too well. Let's look at what the president is saying, because there's going to be the heated runoff between Attorney General Ken Paxton and the senior senator from Texas, John Cornyn. This is what the president is saying. I will be making my endorsement soon and will be asking the candidate that I don't endorse to immediately drop out of the race. Is that fair? We must win in November. Yemisi.
Look, Democrats are praying at the altar for Ken Paxton, especially given his history in Texas. But it is concerning for Republicans that they have spent a lot of money in a competitive, consequential year to retain John Cornyn as the incumbent. His record clearly isn't speaking for itself.
Kaylee, as well, you got a lot of Republicans that support Ken Paxton. He's won statewide office twice before. Can he win this time?
Yeah, I think the president's calculation here does come down to the allocation of resources. There are many other important races coming up in November that Republicans are going to have to spend big on. So is this Texas Senate race, which really should be a shoo-in for the Republican candidate, whoever it is, really worth spending hundreds of millions of dollars on? However, the one thing that I would say is this, and this comes from a young voter who is concerned about some of the establishment Republicans in the Senate. We are going to eventually have to have this fight over the direction of the party. Senator John Cornyn has been in the Senate for 25 years, and for half of that time, he's been much more vocally critical of the president than supportive. So eventually, we are going to have to figure out what the future of this party is and whether it includes establishment figures like John Cornyn. Maybe this year isn't the time for that fight, but eventually we are going to have it.
I think you make a great point, and I think the people of Texas, we like selecting our own candidate. Those gentlemen, whether it's the senior senator from Texas or the attorney general, they're going to have to make their cases to the voters, and we'll be covering all. Ladies, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.